What is up, everyone? I'm Ryan from Fireside Yankees, and in today's video, we're recapping the Yankees' 5-2 loss to the Washington Nationals. While, again, spring training wins and losses aren't the biggest thing in the world, there are some things we want to note from today's game. It wasn't televised. There was no radio broadcast. There was no StatCast feeds. We don't have anything of the sort in terms of exit velocity numbers, anything like that. We don't have any visual clips, so unfortunately, we're just going to have to go based off of the box scores. On the pitching side of the ball, which is what we'll start off with, Clark Schmidt really struggled today with his command. He gave up 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, only 1 strikeout. Probably his worst outing of the spring by far. At least in the other outings, he was generating strikeouts, swings and misses, was walking guys. Definitely a step back from that outing he had against the Pirates, where he was he was perfect. He threw 5 innings of no walks, no hits, no errors, nothing of the sort. Am I concerned about Schmidt? Not really. Same way I feel about Severino, same way I feel about Herman, in the sense of, their stuff is clearly there. They're working on things in spring. In the regular season, that's when things count. That's when I'll, start expecting these guys to sequence like a regular season game. I'm expecting that they're working on things right now. They're trying to command different things. That's what spring training is for you to go out there and make mistakes, for you to go out there and try out some new things, for you to go out there and do things you would normally not attempt in a regular season game. Following Clark Schmidt was Michael King, who went in there, tossed 2 1/3 innings pitched, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, no walks. He's looked excellent this spring. It's really encouraging to see him, again, throwing multiple innings, being healthy, pitching well. He's someone that I view as, that X factor for the Yankee bullpen. If you have him healthy and you have him pitching well, you have him, Peralta, Loaizaga, Holmes, right? You have Marinaccio there already. Tommy Canley's getting an injection on his right bicep for his tendonitis, so we'll have to wait and see on the availability of him. You have Albert Abreu there. You have guys that definitely can step up and, be big relievers. And, the next guy we're going to talk about is one of those guys. But Michael King is certainly, last year he was the Yankees' best reliever. When you count for volume, when you count for WAR, when you count for, per pitch value, he was just excellent, right? And the Yankees absolutely need him in this bullpen. And he looks great so far. Even if the velocity is down a little bit, which we won't know, we didn't know from today's game. We didn't get any reads on his velocity. That Michael King is a big part of what this team does. He's a big part of what this team hopes to do in the 2023 season. Having a super bullpen is certainly something that this team has attempted to do for a while. They don't have the big time investments financially that they've had in the past. They've either had Aroldis Chapman for a while. He was their big time closer, one of the highest paid pitchers in baseball. Zach Britton for a while was one of the highest paid or one of the higher paid relievers in baseball. Adam Ottavino, same case. They've always had high-price relievers or high-value relievers, and now they're relying a lot on internal depth and organizational development or really low-key trades to go out there and supplement their bullpen, which I think is the right way to do it. You can prioritize investing financial assets in other areas of your team, and I think that this might be the way they end up going long-term, but we'll have to wait and see on the success of this bullpen. They're definitely battling some injuries, and, Michael King hopefully can stabilize that. Matt Crook followed that up. He went 1 inning, no runs given up, no hits, just 1 walk and a strikeout. Yes, he has some command issues, but overall, I've been really impressed with Matt Crook this spring. He gives the Yankees a left-handed option. He gets a lot of ground balls. He's really good at getting swings and misses. He's someone that I view, for the Yankees at least, as a not long-term solution perhaps, but more of a just I'm very excited to see how he performs this year. I'm very excited to see how he handles pitching at the major league level. I think the Yankees are going to start him off at the major league level. I know for a fact that the Yankees were going to consider having him make his major league debut in the 2022 postseason. All the signs are there for him to break out. He kind of has all the things the Yankees like. He has a cutter, he has a sinker, he has a sweeper. He's a big lefty. He can throw multiple innings. He used to be a starter, or he was a starter last year. Performed a lot better in a bullpen role. I think that allowed him to maximize his stuff. End of the day, really encouraged by what we saw from Matt Crook, and I hope that the Yankees give him a shot to make the major league roster. Tyler Danish is the next guy who came in, and he's really struggled this spring. He up 2 more runs. He just has not had a good spring. I don't imagine that he's in the conversation to make the Yankees roster. And quite frankly, you just can't put up a 3.32 ERA as someone who wasn't projected to make this roster, non-roster invite, and expect much to go well for you. I feel for the guy because he's struggling, but it's not going to cut it. But let's talk about the offensive side of the ball, because we got to see quite a few younger guys, step in later in the game, and a couple of key pieces start in today's game. So first off, the only guy with multiple hits today was Oswaldo Cabrera, who's hitting 300 this spring. He's looked really good in spring training. His swing decisions have improved. His walk rates look good. His strikeout rates aren't too bad. He's going out there and he's making good swing decisions. He's making quality contact, which is really all you care about. He's elevating the ball at a decent clip. Oswaldo Cabrera is someone I really view as an X factor for this team. I view him as kind of this player that can go out there and give you 130 games at a variety of different positions. And if he can give you a 110 to 115 WRC plus, and he's a pretty good base runner as well, you're going to see this guy, finish third or fourth in the Yankees in wins above replacement. And it could be on a very productive Yankees team, not because guys got hurt or not because guys didn't perform, but because he's just that good. I personally view Cabrera as a really exciting player. I've always liked Cabrera, and I think that this is definitely a big step forward for him, as he's going to take on a bigger role with this team and be asked to do a lot more, because he's going to be asked to play some center field. He's going to be asked to play some first base. He's going to be asked to play all over the diamond. And I think that there's no one better to handle such a heavy workload than Oswaldo Cabrera. Giancarlo Stanton had a hit today. You had Carlos Narvaez, who's gotten a lot of catching reps with some injuries to Trevino and Higashioka finally now returning from the WBC. He's had a pretty admirable spring. I know the average isn't great, but the power's been good. And he actually had a pickoff today. I think at least, he's someone that I view as, how do I put this? He's someone that I view as riser in this Yankee farm system, because now he's getting really familiar with a lot of guys on the Yankees pitching staff. So that's definitely encouraging. Esteban Florial had a bad day at the plate, but he actually threw a runner out trying to advance to second. We know he has a good arm. We know he's a very talented player, but it just hasn't come together for him offensively. 2 more strikeouts on the day. It's looking like Florial is most likely going to get DFA'd because he's on the 40-man roster, and I think the Yankees would like to add other guys to the 40-man roster, and he's also out of options, so I don't think the Yankees want to roster him. I personally wouldn't roster him. I would take Ortega. I would take Calhoun. I would even rather maintain IKF and not trade him and have him as depth than have Florial, just because I know IKF can put the ball in play and run, and he can play a variety of different positions. I just don't have that same level of faith in Florial that maybe some other people have. Elijah Dunham had an RBI single today. He hasn't played a lot this spring with the Major League team, but he certainly showed out when he has played. He's hitting 429 in that small sample size. Andre Chaparro had a hit as well. Chaparro is someone who's greatly impressed this spring training. He's hitting 345. He's hitting the ball hard. I'm very impressed with him. Giancarlo Stanton had a hit today. Again, not a lot of offense. The Yankees only had 6 hits and 1 walk, so only 7 base runners. They struck out a lot today. They didn't really show great plate discipline, and a lot of that credit goes to Mackenzie Gore, who's a guy who was a part of the Juan Soto deal and just pitched his ass off today. 1 walk, 8 strikeouts, 2 hits, six innings. I mean, he just pitched really well. The Yankees didn't really throw out their A guys, so you kind of expect that this is going to happen. But with that being said, that will really cover it for today's recap. If you want to pick a standout hitter, it's Oswaldo Cabrera. If you want to pick out a standout pitcher, it's probably Michael King. But with that being said, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about today's game. If you guys like these recaps, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We do these after every spring training game. We're going to do them after every game in the regular season. We hope you guys can turn on your post notifications so you know when we post, because we've got you guys with daily highlights, with daily podcasts, post-game recaps. We've also got you guys with prospect reports, which we're doing every week. And Empire Sports Media, of course, is your one-stop shop for New York sports content. We have plenty of articles on there from me, Alex, Sam, and Nick. We've got plenty of content for you guys coming out, and we'd love for you guys to be a part of the Fireside Yankees community. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Check out our socials on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and of course our YouTube page. And you can follow me on Twitter at Ryan Garcia ESM. I'm Ryan Garcia, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.